Good morning, Sports and Coffee. Thought I would take a break from parallax football, creating the 1970s decade set. I have been playtesting and enjoying finishing parallax football over the last couple of weeks, and I've been again slowly deciding which teams to put into the 70s greatest teams decade set. But I thought this morning I would take a break, get back to my traditional tabletop sports and coffee here, playing the 2025 NFL teams, the Denver Broncos and the Las Vegas Raiders. These are the Raiders. I think at one point it was the single worst season in Raider history. I think it still is the worst season in Raider history last year. So not a proud time for Raider fans like myself. But I thought, what the hell? I'll just play out a fun game of the D66 full simulator. Denver rates out an A. The Raiders rate out a D. And so we'll be using the A charts and the D charts. I'm sorry, the Raiders, sorry, they should be an F. Sorry, I forgot. It's against the Bronco defense. So it's A versus F. Broncos A, Raiders an F. And here we go. The Raiders will get the ball first, again, based on the very simple rules of football time. Being the whole team, they get the ball first. F chart, kick return is to the 19. So the Raiders will start at the 19-yard line for their first drive. And remember, in this version, all you do is, it's solitaire. This is roll and go. You don't have to make any decisions other than punting, field goals, going for it. So the Raiders, here we go, 32 Raiders. Drop back to pass, throw an incomplete pass, second down. Geno Smith, second down, drops back. 54 is going to be a handoff up the gut for nothing. Third down, Raiders looking about like they did in real life here, not very good. 25 is going to be a run for two. So the quarterback scrambles out of the pocket, runs for two, and the Raiders on the F chart punt net is 30. 10, 20, 30, and that is the net, which means the Broncos get the ball at 30 yards downfield. And the Raiders on the first drive of the game are forced to punt. All right, Bo Nix and company take the field on the A charts. 11 is a turnover. Hallelujah. What do they do? The turnover, I'll get to my turnover chart, 3. The turnover is a fumble loss. So they fumble the ball away right there, and the Raiders get lucky with a fumble turnover, and the Raiders take over. So that best play of the Raiders today was a 30-yard punt as Denver fumbles the ball. Raiders 35 is going to be a run for 3 yards. 1, 2, 3, down to the 46. Giving it to the man, Aston Genty. 33 is going to be a pass for 10. First down, Geno Smith down the sidelines. First down strike for the Raiders. And 42 is going to be an incomplete pass. Second down, Smith takes a shot for the end zone. 34 is going to be a run for nothing. Again, Raiders back to the grind. Come on, baby. 51 is going to be a pass out of the backfield for 1 yard to the 35. Not good enough, but the Raiders, field goal max is 30. They're not in range. They will. Their punt is 30. That would pin Denver at the 5. That's what we'll do. So the Raiders winning field position here. It's going to be a coffin corner punt, pinning Denver at their own 5. All right, Bo Nix goes to work. 46 going to be a run for 7 yards out to the 12. Second and 3. It's going to be 61. It's going to be a pass for 7 and a first. 5, 6, 7 up to the 19-yard line. So Bo Nix getting the Broncos off their own goal line. It's going to be 66 as a touchdown. So they turn one over. But here you go, folks. There's the example of a quick strike, a breakaway run. So this is going to be an 81-yard run. Touchdown. The extra point on the A charts are good. PAT. And just like that, folks, Denver wraps up the first quarter with an 81-yard run. That must have been jet sweep with Mims. I don't think the Broncos have anybody else fast enough to take it to the house. So that might have been Mims. All right, the Raiders return the ball out to the 19. And here we go. The Denver Broncos at 25. We're a 14-3 team. They did lose in the playoffs in a blizzard against the Patriots in a defensive battle. The Broncos had to do it with a backup quarterback, and the Patriots went on to the Super Bowl. All right, the Raiders go to work. Looking at the F charts, 31 is going to be a sack, loss of 6, down to the 13, second and long. Raiders go down in a heap. 21 is turnover. Raiders turn it over. Now the wheels start to come off here. And it's a fumble loss, so you can imagine Geno Smith tries to step up in the pocket, gets it ripped and dragged away. Now the Broncos have a short field in the second quarter, up 7-0 there at the Raider 13. It's going to be 22. 22 is incomplete. Bo Nix swings it out of the backfield into the end, and the ball is out of bounds. 21, incomplete. Bo Nix takes a shot for the end zone, incomplete. And 24 is going to be a run for a loss of 2. The Raider defense holds. Fourth down. Their chance of kicking a field goal on the 8 charts is from the 38. They can do it. If they don't roll a 1, it's good, and it's good. So it's going to be a 42-yard field goal. The Broncos are up 10-0. Raiders return it out to the 19. And they have got to get going. 63, that's better. 4-yard run for Genty up to the 23, second and 6. Raiders, very nice. 65, a 7-yard run for Ashton. 7 yards, first down. Good job. 11 yards in the last 2 carries for the Raiders. And the Raiders, 42 is going to be incomplete. Second down, Geno Smith struggles. Second down and 10. 36, going to be an 8-yard run. 5, 6, 7, and 8. It is 3rd and 2. And the Raiders go to the air. 50, no, they're going to run the ball. 56, run for 9 on a draw play. Run for 9. That's going to be 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. First down for the Raiders on a quick draw play. Raiders 15. It's going to be a run for 1. Handed off up the gut, down to the 48. Or up to the 48. 52 for the Raiders. Pass for 5 to the 47. Third down and 1, 2, 3, 4. Third and 4. And the Raiders on 34 are going to run for nothing. Fourth down. So Geno Smith tries to scramble away. Nothing there. They'll punt 10, 20, 30. Pinning Denver at the 17. And the Raiders in the first half struggling mightily to get any points. Denver goes to work. 62 is going to be a pass for 9. Second and 1. Bo Nix with a quick strike. 45. 45 is going to be a run for 6 and a first down up to the 32. Handoff to their top back, Dobbins. 32. 32 is going to be a pass for 5. Bo Nix swings it out to the tight end on a quick out. 42. It's going to be a pass for 7 and a first. 5, 6, 7 up to the 44. Bo Nix marching. 36 is going to be a run for 5. That's going to be Harvey. Second down. 33. That's going to be a run for a loss of 1. The Raider defense pushes them back. Third down and 6. 43 is going to be a pass for 16. 5, 10, 15 down to the 36 as he finds his top receiver. Oh my God, what's his name? Sutton. It's going to be 12. That's going to be sack. Loss of 7. The Raiders find a way. I don't know how. 5, 6, 7 up to the 43. Second down and long. The Raiders with a big sack. 31 incomplete. He takes a shot down the field for the first. Can't get it. Third and long. And 25 will be a run for 4. Bo Nix scrambles for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Whoops. Down to the 37. And guess what, folks? That puts Denver in field goal range on the 8 chart by 1 yard. They'll kick it on a 1 they miss. They do not. And that's going to be 37, 47, 54-yard field goal for the Broncos, folks. It is 13-0 at halftime as the Las Vegas Raiders look very much like they did in real life. The Broncos punt net is 30, or kickoff return net 31. So they start the second half coming out of the tunnel up 13-0 on the Raiders. And again, this is pretty outside of a fumble by Denver. Gave the Raiders a chance. Outside of that, it has been all Denver today. Raiders coughed it up on their first drive of the second quarter. Denver capitalized on that, and Denver also capitalizes with a 54-yard boomer at the end of the half. It's 13-0. Denver starts from their own 31 on the kickoff. 61, it's going to be a pass for 7. 5, 6, 7, 2nd and 3. Bo Nix looking good here. Touchdown. How do they score this touchdown? Bo Nix on a long bomb. So it's going to be a 38. That's going to be a 62. 62-yard long pass TD. Extra point is automatic. And man, folks, the Raiders out to the 19. Bo Nix has pushed the lead up to 13 and some 20-0. The Raiders struggling. An A versus an F, and it's looking that way. 41 is going to be incomplete. 2nd down, Raiders in deep trouble. 56, they got to get going here. It's going to be a 9-yard run. So they hand it off. Hold on, 29. We're up to 9-yard run, up to the 28. 3rd and 1. Raiders hand it off to Ginty. He gets around the corner. 26 is going to be a run for 7 more. 5, 6, 7. Good job. The Raiders' young rookie running back finding room against one of the league's best defenses in football. 26 going to be another run for 7. 5, 6, 7. 2nd down. 34, not going to be great. Nowhere. 3rd down. They try a 3rd handoff in a row. They get nothing. 3rd down. 34. Again, nowhere. 4th down. They're going to have to punt. The Raiders down 20-0. 10, 20, 30. The Broncos at the 28. Sitting pretty. Here we go. Denver goes to work. 31 is going to be incomplete pass down the sideline. 35 is going to be a run for 4 yards. 3rd and 6. Can the Raiders hold them? 62. Nope. Pass for 9 and a first. That's going to be 5 and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 right here. And the Raiders can't hold them. Turnover. Good for the Broncos. They cough it up somehow, some way. The Raiders are going to get an interception. Interception. T.O. The Raiders are going to get the ball on an interception. Let's see who picks that off. One linebacker picks that off. So intercepted right there. Hallelujah. The Raiders at the 40. This is their second best chance to get something done here. They pick off Bo Nix. Getting a little greedy was Denver. They're up 20-0 with the game totally in hand. They should be running it. Raiders go to work. 33 is going to be a pass for 10. Geno Smith finds room against this coverage. Come on, Geno. 16, run for 5. Very nice. Hands off to Ginty. 2nd and 5. 61, Raiders pass for 3. 1, 2, 3. 3rd down and 2. Can the Raiders convert? 52, pass for 5 out to Ginty down to the 17. 1st down. Out of the backfield. Come on, Raiders. Oh, 12 is a sack for a loss of 9. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Damn it. 2nd down and a long way. Come on, Raiders. 45 is a run for 4 yards. So they scramble. 1, 2, 3, 4. Getting some of it back. 3rd and 15. And 12 is going to be a sack. That's the Broncos, though, folks. As the Broncos led the league in sacks 2 years in a row. Another huge sack. Raiders all the way out of field goal range. That pushes the Raiders out of field goal range. 30. They're at the 31. That sack forces the Raiders now to punt. The good thing about this is it's coffin corner. We're going to pin them at the 1. So the Raiders pin Denver at the 1. But that adds up the quarter. We had a long touchdown pass for Denver, a punt, an interception, and a coffin corner punt. It is 20-0. Denver's starts the 4th quarter from their own 1. 54. 54 is going to be a run for nothing. They try to dive out of the end zone. Can't get much. 2nd down. 61. Pass for 7. Nice. 6, 7. Up to the 8. 3rd and 2. Can the Raiders force a punt? 33 is a pass for 14. They cannot. 5, 10, 14. Up to the 22. Bo Nix now gets them off their goal line. 42, it's going to be a pass for 7. 5, 6, 7. 2nd and 3. Denver moving. 52 is going to be a pass for 8 more. 5, 6, 7, and 8 up to the 37. Bo Nix may get a 99-yard drive here. 64 is going to be a run for 1. Pow, 2nd and 9. That A grade is killer. 32, pass for 5. 3rd down and 4. And 11 is a turnover. Hallelujah. Somehow Denver shoots themselves in the foot. It's going to be another interception. Turnover. The Raiders, who get this one? Linebacker again. So somehow Bo Nix is not seeing the Raiders in that underneath zone coverage, and he's those drag routes. Those linebackers are stepping into the drag route in front of the receivers and picking it off. All right, Raiders, you've had every chance. Raiders have had 3 takeaways and no points, but that F offense is killing us. 53 is a 3-yard run. 1, 2, 3. Okay, give it to Genty. Maybe he can break one open for a touchdown. I get it. 64. It's going to be a run for 1. Damn it. 3rd and 6. 3rd and 6. 23 is an 8-yard pass. 1st down. 5, 6, 7, 8. The Raiders down to the 31. The crowd here in Vegas, mostly Bronco fans, as Vegas seems to sell half the season tickets to their hometown fans. The other seem to go to the enemy. Everybody wants a weekend in Vegas and a football game. I get it. They snapped the ball. 21. No, Raiders. Damn it. 21 is a turnover. That was our best drive of the day. We were actually... No, we still weren't in field goal range. The turnover is an interception. Geno Smith. You knew it was going to happen. Geno Smith turns it over right there. And folks, Denver's final drive of the game, they're up 20-0. What will they do? 22 is going to be incomplete. 2nd down. This is my automated roll and go D66 engine for football time. Works great. You don't have to call any plays. Pass for 9 yards. 3rd and 1. Come on, Raiders. Make the stop. 12. 12 is a sack for 7. Hallelujah. 5, 6, 7. The Raiders get a sack. Denver will punt. Their punt net is 42. 10, 20, 30, 40. 1, 2. The Raiders automatically against them get a chance to return this for a touchdown. We want to roll a 6. If not, we can fumble it away on a 1 or 2 and the game will be over. Touchdown Raiders with a punt return of 75-yard. 75-yard punt return. TD. Extra point for the Raiders is good. PAT. Las Vegas. 75 punt return for Vegas. Holy cow, that would have been, let's put it here, 75-yard, this would have been a punt, sorry. 75-yard punt return, TDPAT. But the Raiders do, because that was on their possession, the Raiders get a shot at an onside kick, and they will not get it, and that's it. Game will end right there. OSK fails. And that's where the game ends. Interception, interception, punt. And then the Raiders take it back to the house to break the shutout. 20-7. The Raiders score on a punt return. Unbelievable. And there you have it, folks. Football Time Special Edition. The 2025 game. Just a one-off, what the hell game on March 17th. Playing Football Time Special Edition Coil Bound. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.